Hey, what's up, good people? It's your boy Kelvin coming at you. Salute to everybody, man. Hope y'all doing well out there in the world. All right, we'll talk about the NBA Finals last night. Game 3 was completed. The Indiana Pacers win the game 116-107. And they now lead the series 2-1 over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Really good game, man. Entertaining game. And salute to the Indiana Pacers, man. They did a great job. I thought they did a great job forcing turnovers, and I thought their defense late in the fourth quarter was excellent, man. They did a great job. So let's just go over the numbers real quick. Siakam 21 and 6. Halliburton had a great game, 22, 9, and 11. And of course, the Benedict Mathurin had a great game, outstanding game off the bench, man. 27 points. He had a 7 out of 8 free throws, 2 out of 3 on his threes. And the bench for the Indiana Pacers was it 49-18, I believe. They outscored the Thunder. And yeah, man, give the Pacers a lot of credit. They showed a lot of grit. And also, big shout out to T.J. McConnell. He did a great job off the bench in that second quarter. He kind of changed the momentum and got the Pacers back in it because I think they was down 8-9 points or whatever it was and got them back in it. He ended up with 5 steals and he did a great job, man. For the Thunder, this is my big thing with the Thunder. The Thunder, what I took away from last night is they got to be more careful with the ball. They were very careless, very uncharacteristic of them to be very careless with the ball. And they had a lot of live ball turnovers, which resulted in the fast break points. When you have live ball turnovers resulting in the points, fast break points, those are killers. That's what kill you. I think I read a stat. I think they ended up with Pacers had 21 live ball fast break points off turnovers. I believe that's what it was. But whatever the case may be, the Oklahoma City Thunder got to take care of the ball. They were very, very careless and reckless. As much as we praise Alex Caruso, and rightfully so, he was a great pickup for the Thunder, great veteran. He do the intangibles to help you win. He had some killer turnovers last night in that game that really, really switched the momentum, especially that one in the fourth quarter on the inbound. You got to take your time and inbound the ball. You can. This is the NBA Finals. Now you're down 2-1. You cannot be reckless and careless with the basketball. And then the Thunder needed a little bit more production off the bench. Their bench did not play well last night. They need more production off their bench. So that's that. I'm just gonna say this too now. I don't have any dog in the fight. I like both teams, but again, I'm seeing a lot of this overzealous happiness, cockiness, arrogance from the Indiana Pacers fan. And again, I don't have no problem with the Pacers. I like the Pacers. I like their team. I don't like Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle's an asshole. But the team itself and the players, I do like. I'm a big fan of Halliburton. Been a big fan of him for a long time, back to the Sacramento days. And but I know the Pacers been on this magical run, and they become like America's darling, the Cinderella darling, with all these miraculous comebacks and stuff like that. And that's cool. I have no problem with that. But I would caution the Pacers fans just to bring it down a notch, eliminate the arrogance and cockiness, talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're chokers, and we got that number, and all this other type stuff. Just calm down. You up 2-1. You won the first 2 out of 3. This series is a long ways from being over with. A long ways. And then I keep seeing this talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder have never won close games. They just been blowing teams out and stuff like that. I'm hearing it from different YouTubers. I'm seeing it all online from Pacers fans, and overzealous and happy, and with the arrogance and the cockiness and all this sort of type bravado talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Pacers fans, that is a lie. And just people who's dissecting the game and talking about the series, that is a lie. Yes, the Oklahoma City Thunder are a very young team, and they have blown out a lot of teams in the regular season and some in the playoffs. But this team has also been through some very tough games, some close games. You can go back to last series against the Timberwolves. They won a tough close game on the road in Minnesota. I know the circumstances were different. They were up 2-1, but still, they won a tough road game there. The series before then, playing Denver, they had 2 close games they had to win. They was down 2-1 to Denver, and their season pretty much was on the line. They was down, 8-9 points in the middle of the fourth quarter, about 8 minutes to go, and their defense saved them in that game 4 in Denver, and they had to execute to win that game. Then game 5 against Denver at home, that was another very close game. Last couple minutes, they were able to execute and win a very, very close game. When I think it's the game when Joker went off. I'm not sure how many points. I think he had 40 points. Whatever it was, Joker went off, and they won that game. So this talk about them just blowing everybody out and they don't know how to win close games and stuff like that, that's not true. Even going back last year, I remember this series. They played the Mavericks last year. They was down 2-1. Game 4 was in Dallas. They won that game on the road, a very tough, close game. They evened that series up at 2-2. Now, yes, they did lose the series in 6. Game 6 was very close. They lost by 1 point, I believe, but this team is battle tested. Even just going back this playoffs, this team has won close games. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they're a team that don't get too high, don't get too low. I don't, I'm seeing a lot of hate and disrespect to them. I don't understand why. The Oklahoma City Thunder is the most quiet, humble, likable team I've ever seen for a really good team. The Pacers are too. They got a bunch of good guys except Rick Carlisle, which I do not like Rick Carlisle. I know about Rick Carlisle behind the scenes when he used to coach the Mavericks. I live in Texas. I know about the shit he did, and so I'm just not a fan of Rick Carlisle. Very good coach, yes, but he's an asshole. But the players on the team, I do like the Pacers, but I would caution everybody. This series still has a long way to go. The Thunder are more than capable of winning Game 4. This series is a long ways from over. They could have won last night if they didn't turn over the damn ball so damn much. They bench didn't play well and stuff like that. It was a tie game with what 5 minutes to go, and them playing sloppy with all those turnovers and all that stuff. I give the Pacers credit. They won the game. Made great stops at the end of the game. I give them nothing but credit. But the media and America's team darlings, the Pacers, and y'all, they're up 2-1, and y'all disrespecting the Thunder and stuff like that, I would caution y'all. Just to warn, just relax. Humble and quiet is always the best route to go. Bragging, sticking your chest out, beating your chest when the series and stuff is not over, I would caution the fans and stuff like that. That's not the way to go. Oklahoma City Thunder, they're very humble, quiet team. Even when they win, you don't see a bravado and bragging, and you don't see that. They're very military-like team for a young team, which is very rare. They're very military. They follow the leader, they coach. They don't stick their chests out. They're a very quiet, humble team. And normally you're a humble, quiet team, good things happen. So all the bravado and the Pacers fans and stuff like that, just I will caution y'all. This series is a long ways from over with. Oklahoma City Thunder are more than capable of winning Game 4. And the Pacers better come ready to play Game 4. I'm not saying who go win or who go lose the series. I don't know. They both two damn good teams. It can go either way. I'm just watching. I enjoy both of the teams. I enjoy the players on both teams. I don't have any picks. So I'm just talking from an unbiased point of view. It's a lot of reckless talk by the Pacers fans. And it's a lot of arrogance and stuff and bravado. And okay. You think this series is over. It's not over yet. Just caution y'all. Caution to the Pacers and the fans. The players and the fans. They ain't win 68 games for nothing. And they ain't just win a bunch of home games. They've won road games every series this playoffs. Even last year they won tough road games. I just mentioned. So they've been here before. You're going to have to beat them. Can the Pacers beat them? Sure they can. But you better come ready to play and just humble yourself before you crash out. That's all I'm going to say. Quiet, humble, put your nose down, get in your books, study film, and act like the series is 0-0. Act like you ain't did nothing. Humble and quiet is always best. That's all I got to say. Got Game 4 Friday. Hope it's a great game. Whoever win. I don't care. Humble and quiet. I'm up out of here, man. I'll catch up with y'all, man.